I rendezvoused at the lab to find Okabe, a petite maid and a middle-aged butler waiting for me. Yeah, this definitely did not happen. I assumed that the maid was Ferris-san. The middle-aged butler, on the other hand, was a mystery to me. He looked as though he'd stepped right out of a manga or an anime. Okabe looks worn out to the point that it doesn't seem like he can even stand on his own. Ferris-san and the butler are holding him up with their shoulders.
Okabe!
I rushed towards him without thinking.
あなたがマキセさん？
Yeah?
ええ。ありがとう、フェイリスさん。岡部を見つけてくれて。
Yeah, this is like completely new territory, so I'm unsure of how this is gonna go. Yoshida had told me before that this girl was the Rhinet champion, and that Ferris Yanyan was a stage name of sorts. Wait. This doesn't make sense though, cause in the there was a world where Ferris was a Rhinet champion, and it wasn't and her and Okabe weren't a thing. Right, this would be this I'm trying to think. This is if we save her wait, hang on. I'm trying to remember. I think right, no, this is when she sends her D-mail and gets her father back. The true end, or not the true end, but the ending for Ferris, so we are just with her and we're not friends with anyone else, was when we... I'm trying to remember exactly. But yeah, the point is, there was a timeline where she was a Rhinet champion, and her and Okabe weren't a thing. That's all we need to know.
ダルニャンから連絡があって、フェイリスもいても立ってもいられなかったから。
So that's this universe then. Or this is that universe, I should say.
詳しい事情はわからないけど、とにかく探さなきゃと思って。でも、さっきからダルニャンには連絡が取れないの。
Does she mean Hashida? Could he still be searching for Okabe? No, I imagine Ferris would have contacted him as well. Probably him first. Let's put that aside for now.
それで、岡部は今は少し落ち着いているよ。でも UPX の立教のところで見つけた時は本当に死んじゃうんじゃないかってくらいだったの。
Was he gonna jump? Like, what? As much as I hate that model, at the very least it gets across how bad of shape he's in. His face is as white as a sheet of paper now. So hearing that he was in an even worse condition earlier makes my heart ache. Okabe's thoughts, his feelings. I have to find out what's going through his head.
岡部、一体何が。
Come on, Rintaro. Give her something here. But Okabe just stares at nothing. Doesn't make any effort to look at me.
とりあえずここでこうしていてもなんだし、一旦ラボに上がりましょう。
We asked the butler to shoulder the hollow-eyed Okabe for us and made our way to into the lab. I turned on the lights and was greeted by a horrifying sight. I don't want to know.
何これ
Daru's dead, isn't he? Bloodstains from the floor?
これなんで
That's a good question, Ferris. Ferris-san gasps behind me. But her reaction was nothing compared to Okabe. His scream echoes through the lab. He curls into the fetal position, weeping as he calls Mayuri's name.
Okabe
Is Mayuri even here?
Kyoma
We stood frozen, unsure of how to approach Okabe in this situation. But in the middle of the chaos, the butler alone calmly surveyed the room.
失礼。
While the rest of us stood in shocked silence, he boldly approached the bloodstains and began to examine them.
どうやらお亡くなりになった方はいないようです。この出血量ですと命に別状はないでしょ
Okay. I'm wary as to how you know that. Well, I guess a proper, like, runs in the family butler would know something like that, huh? Probably. The butler's calm, confident declaration made Okabe stand up and rush toward him.
命に別状ない。無事なのか、マユリは。それに誰も。
Okay, he wouldn't know that, bro. He wouldn't know that, Okabe. Just calm down. Okabe looked like a man possessed. Okabe thinks his blood might belong to Mayuri and Yoshida. Now he's convinced of it.
う。少なくともここで殺されたということはないでしょう。血の跡からして銃か何かで撃たれはしたようですが、倒れた形跡はありません。揉み合った痕跡はございますが、立ったままのようですから、おそらくは意識のあるまま力ずくで連れ去られたのではないかと。
But the problem is they're still kidnapped. Which is an issue.
連れ去られた。セル。
Don't go on about this right now, Okabe. Creasy's gonna get pissed and think he's just pulling some Shinibyo shit, right? With tears in his eyes, Okabe nearly collapses under the weight of his despair. I grab him by the arm before he can.
話を聞かせなさい、岡部。一体何が起きてるの？マユリと橋田はどうしたの？
Oh, this is gonna be a long talk. Try as I might, it was impossible to keep my cool. Two of my friends had just disappeared, and leaving only bloodstains in their wake. Yeah, I'd be pretty freaked out.
おそらくだが、二人はセルンのラウンダーに連れ去られた。
She needs deets, Okabe. Like we as the player, we get it. We've seen your struggle, but like everyone else here is probably just like, huh? Nani the fuck?
セルンってなんで？
タイムリープマシンだ。奴らは俺たちの存在に感づいていた。
My heart stopped. CERN, the European Society for Nuclear Research, the world's largest particle physics research organization. Yep. Despite their over 40 years of time machine research, they've kept their results hidden from the rest of the world. Rumor has it that they've even killed the human test subjects in their secret time travel experiments.
ちょっと待って、タイムリープマシンがあるからってなんでセルンがマユリや橋田をさらうのよ。大体研究機関がどうやってこんなことをするっていうの？
With a lot of money.
セルンにはラウンダーと呼ばれる実行部隊があったんだ。連中はタイムマシンを独占するため宴会をやっていた俺たちを襲撃した。そしてここでマユリを殺したんだ。
Okay, this is the part we gotta explain to them, Okabe. They don't know the full details.
でもさっき執事さんが。
Yeah. I looked to the butler for confirmation that Okabe was incorrect. Okabe, you gotta give him some deets. The butler merely shook his head with a slight smile. He seems confident in his assessment. But the reason for Okabe's grim proclamation was made clear by what he said next.
だから俺は過去を変えるために飛んだんだ。あのタイムリープマシンで。
じゃあそれじゃああんた。
Yeah. Yeah.
俺は時間を超えた。
My mind went blank for a moment. He had traveled through time using a time machine. The machine we'd agreed not to use due to the need for human testing. Well, when your friend is killed, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Can't really just leave it as is. Though I had full confidence in my time travel theory. All theories are subject to experimentation and analysis before they're recognized as valid. That's why I felt both relief and regret when we decided not to test the time machine. But what Okabe just said validates my theory and speaks to the machine's effectiveness. To say I was unhappy would be a lie. For a researcher, nothing compares to the moment a breakthrough theory of hers is proven true. For just a moment, the terrifying situation I was in melted away. All I wanted to do was ask Okabe about traveling through time. But this feeling of elation was shattered by Okabe's sorrowful howl.
マユリを救うためにだ。
Save Mayuri?
なのにどうして救えない。なぜだ。なぜマユリは必ず死ぬんだ。
Oh, Mayuri has to die. I tremble at the cruelty of those words. Yeah, not pleasant.
ちょっと待ってよ。もしそれが本当ならどうしてまず警察に行かなかったのよ。
What makes you think he hasn't?
言ったが信じてもらえなかった。こんな荒唐無稽なこと信じてもらえるわけがないだろう。それにマユリが警官に殺されたこともあった。空前か事故か、それとも警官にもラウンダーがいるのか、細かいことは俺にはわからない。
I wonder what leap this is then. That's what I'm wondering.
だがどうやってもマユリは殺されたんだ。俺は誰にも頼れず誰にも話せずただ繰り返すばかりでマユリを救えなかった。
Alright, so this is a completely different... Yeah, no, I'm positive none of this ever happened in the first game. So this is a... I guess this is if he... gives up... Yeah, this must be if he gives up. Okabe screamed so loud I thought he might cough up blood. Mayuri's death, repeated over and over. Leaping through time over and over again. A hellish circle of time. An endless cycle of tragedy. No matter how many times he tries to save her, Mayuri inevitably dies. By someone's hand, through some turn of events. By sheer coincidence. Between 7 PM and 8 PM. To be more precise, apparently there was one instance in which Mayuri's death occurred later than all the others. In that instance, apparently he was shown a picture of Mayuri transformed into a jelly man around 8 PM. Oh, yeah. That's the nightmare scenario. I remember that. I actually didn't get that nightmare scenario until I went back to get the true ending flags. Because you have to have 3 of the true ending flags, or 3 or 4, to even get the nightmare scenario. So that was interesting. Or no, I can't even remember. I don't know. But I did end up seeing that. That was horrifying. I nervously checked the clock. 8 PM has already come and gone. If what Okabe is saying is true, then Mayuri is already... Okabe raises his voice. It seems he noticed that I was looking at the clock, which in turn drew his eyes toward it. And then he realized that it was already past 8 PM. Oh no. Before I'm fully aware of what I've done, Okabe's mouth and eyes open wide. In despair. Never before had I heard such abject sorrow. And I doubt that I will again as long as I live. Probably not. And from his shock, Okabe burst into madness. As he tore his head and wildly swung his arms around, the butler slowly and gently approached him. Yeah, you gotta... he just decked him, but I guess it's the only way to calm him down. And Okabe collapsed with a slight groan. He lost consciousness.
失礼いたしました。このままでは岡部様の心の健康にも害が出ますので。
I think it's too late for that, as far as the emotional bit goes.
ありがとう、黒木。今は京馬も眠らせてあげた方がいいと思う。だってこんな辛すぎるよ。
Yeah, no, that's fair. Also, Carissa, you should probably fill them in on the whole time machine thing before they, put Okabe into a mental institution. Faris-san's eyes also flooded with tears. Admittedly, I hadn't fully accepted everything that Okabe had said as truth. But looking at him now, I had no choice. I want to believe him. But if I do...
いずれにせよ、こうしてはいられない。なんとかしないと。
CERN, the Committee of 300, Rounders. We were living in a nightmare straight out of one of Okabe's Shinibyo delusions. But this is reality, as the despair in front of us can attest to. Yeah, he wouldn't be that freaked out if it was just one of his Shinibyo delusions.
でもどうするの？私、ちっとも思考が追いつけなくて。
考えなきゃ。
I feel like... I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Kuroki's a rounder. I feel like he's infiltrated the biggest family in Akiba and is working for CERN. Yoshida and Mayuri's faces emerge in the back of my mind. And in front of my eyes is Okabe, his pain evident even as he slept. There's no way I can ignore this. Okabe didn't just ignore my problems with my papa, after all. True.
お嬢様、少々よろしいでしょうか。
黒木、何かいいアイデアがあるの？
He's gonna say something like, "Are you sure this man isn't insane?" As we struggle to make sense of the absurd and tragic situation before us. The butler, apparently named Kroki-san, speaks.
はい。私も完全に事態が飲み込めているわけではありませんが、まずは旦那様にご相談なさってはいかがでしょうか。
I mean, I suppose.
パパに？
Oh wait, no, that's right. No. I'm dumb. I completely... No, all the Mayuri dying stuff happens after all the D-mails are sent. So of course it'd be happening when her father's alive. I'm a fucking idiot for forgetting about that. I completely... Again, it's been so long since I was... Again, it's been 4+ months. So again, excuse me for like not remembering certain things, but yeah, no, this makes perfect sense actually. I don't know why I was like even debating it. I mean, this whole sequence here is definitely new, but yeah. Ferris-san's father. If he's someone we should consult at a time like this, could he be a cop? No, not quite. But Okabe said that the police are also under CERN's direct control. No, it is the most influential man in Akihabara, actually. Then what kind of man is he? Regardless, I'm not thrilled about the idea of relying on an adult. Why? One can say that it's because I've accomplished everything in my life on my own. But at this point, our options were limited. And my experience as a working member of an American research institute does not change the fact that I'm not even old enough to drink. True. No amount of effort can make up for a lack of social experience. I certainly haven't learned how to deal with things like this. Outside of contacting law enforcement, I have no idea what to do. And given that we can't trust the police, that puts us all the way back at square one. Normally I would have called bullshit on Okabe's claim that they infiltrated the police, but the desperation in his eyes convinced me otherwise. Besides, if the terror threat that shut down public transportation was CERN's doing, we don't have much time to think. Yeah. Why is Ferris hesitating to talk to her father? I saw Ferris hesitate for a moment, but in an instant, she steeled her expression in a show of determination.
とにかくここにいるのは良くないと思う。私の自宅に行きましょう。
Okay.
あなたの家に移動するの？
More like condo, but yeah. Her words catch me off guard. Yeah, you know what? Her place would probably be a lot safer than the lab. Probably. Time loop machine is a prototype that is only confirmed to work in this lab. If we leave, it's going to be a lot harder to keep it safe. I mean... yeah... That said, if we accept Okabe's claims, it's kind of odd that the time loop machine hasn't been taken already. True. Actually, it's a good point. Why? No, there was a reason for that, right? Okay, I'm trying to remember. Don't... Then Kuroki responds to my question for Ferris.
マキセ様、お嬢様の言う通りです。ここは再度の襲撃の可能性があります。一旦移動なさった方がご賢明かと。
Yeah.
ご
I'll
安
have to
心く
agree,
ださい。
actually.
我々が離れましたら、入れ替わりにここを見張る者を配置いたします。
Chris is probably so confused, like, wait, you're gonna get arranged for something to... Wait, what? Ferris nods at Kuroki's words, her eyes beaming with confidence. The two of them seem to have the situation under control, insofar as it could be controlled. Who on earth are these people? Oh, you know, just a member and servant of the biggest, most influential family in Akihabara. You know, no big deal. It feels as though they're backed by a powerful organization, which struck me as rather suspicious. You could say that, yeah. But I didn't have anyone else I could count on.
わかりました。
Above all else, can't afford to leave Okabe in a dangerous place like this in his condition. Also, I'm gonna have to stop there because my stream crashed and gotta try and work on fixing that. But yeah, next time we're gonna go to Ferris's place and try to work out a plan of attack here, or just a plan in general, not necessarily of attack, because I don't think we're in any condition to attack anyone. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next part. I will catch you guys later. I don't know why I did catch you guys for two different things. That was weird. But yeah, peace.